Like, let me say like this way. That's that one. There we go. Explain myself. Let's get this stuff out of the way. Boom. All right. Okay. So can I share my screen? That's the next question. Because if I can't, that kind of sucks. What is this? Oh, perfect. Okay, and then window. This will be just a 15-minute session. What I'm doing today is just working on the activity journal. So, and it's just going to be black and white. Maybe I'll make it a little colored, but I'm just trying to open it up. Think big, act boldly. Let's see. It starts with writing. In a world with ideas, dreams, and potential, the difference between those who succeed and those who stay stuck often comes down to one simple act: writing it down. I just like the print here is just so bad. I think one thing might help is just making it a little smaller. I think honestly, like 11-point font is just better, but also like the actual font sucks. Like, what is going on? Open sign. Let's try this one. Okay, that's it actually looks a little better. But yeah, overall, man, it's just like, and I'll go through the pain of like changing everything. But yeah, can you change all? So you're telling me that even like, that'd be cool if they did that like every page. No, they didn't. Oh, it is, but I see that. Yeah, we need to like change that whole thing because that was booty. Like Laura, what is this? Boo. Oh. 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 Maybe for that part. Definitely don't want symphony. I don't know what's going on there. DM signs. Oh, just don't make it bold, like really bold. I don't want making things so different. What does this look like? Let me see. Oh, good. So you can actually see what I'm doing. But I'm sure it's like way slower. I'm only going to be here for a second because I have to jump into a meeting with Apex, which I'm looking forward to. Apex. What is Apex? Let me look what Apex stands for, just so I can start like actually saying what it stands for. But it's basically the government entity that helps people contract with the government, and it's very. I believe it's veteran focused, but certainly just like government focused. You know, and they help you with contracts with the government at all levels: county, city, state, um, federal, all that stuff. What does Apex? Oh, Apex. Oh, Procurement Technical Assistance Center. Okay, so that Procurement Technical Assistance Center, PTAC, PTAC. Apex Accelerator. Apex is just Apex Accelerators. And it's funded by the Department of Defense. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so APEC used to be known as PTAC, which is Procurement Technical Assistance Center. I don't think it's that serious. And this is all like the beginning part, a new philosophy of productivity. Productivity is not about doing more, it's about doing what matters most. It's not about grinding, it's about aligning. To live a life of legacy, you must think like a visionary, act like a strategist, show up like a disciplined warrior. The productivity playbook is your field guide for that life. It doesn't promise ease, but it does promise clarity, focus, and momentum. And if you follow it with intention, it will deliver transformation. It's just a lot of like, I think that what's really kept me from like really getting after this is that it's a lot of tedious edits that I have to do. And I'm just like, it's just been, I feel like I'm gonna finish this whole thing, and I'm like it's not gonna be right. Like I'm gonna try to upload it to Amazon. I'm gonna try to get this thing published or to where it looks right, and it's just gonna be. It's like, yeah, I'll just do that. Whole- huh. But I think this type of thing is right up my alley. Oops, smaller. Because I'm like in love with my oak journal, but there are certain things that I don't like about it that I would change. Like certain areas that I've like kind of I use in a different way. So I want to create something that makes more sense. One thing I haven't thought about is whether I want this to be spiral bound or kind of like a book like this. I actually think spiral bound would be more useful, like in terms of like this utility sense. What did I, at the end of each day, ask? What did I feel most today? What triggered this mood? How did it impact my focus? What could I do tomorrow to show up stronger? The more you'll see, you are not your moods. You are the one who manages them. And that, more than any planner app or the time hack, is the true power of productivity and emotional leadership. Mm, yeah, yeah, it is. This is my sixth one. Basically, I made ones for just different things. So I got it. This time. Well, I made over $127,000 just this year for upper contracts. Yeah. I don't know where people are like, I don't see how people don't know these things. They just like kind of look at it and they're thinking like a W 2. That's basically it. limitless. This is an area where I kind of contradict myself. Limit yourself to no more than 7 total tasks each day, avoiding filling your list with low value actions like checking emails, paying bills, or cleaning. These are maintenance. They are not momentum. If they must be done, consider scheduling them outside your peak productivity windows. High focus, high impact. Next to each task, indicate whether it requires deep work. That's really, that's what I like about it. That's why I like this. That's why I think this is so much better. That's why I think this is so much better, because it hits those things. I think there's like, you can like track something, but the way the Oak Journal is kind of built is that I think it's very kind of like mindful focused, and like that's like the forefront of it. But I can't even imagine this being impactful if I don't have like more than just the 3 most important things. Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like there has to be more. But dang, 7 things a day, it's gonna be tough. This tries to facilitate. I need to journal more. I keep telling myself this too, but journaling more would be helpful. Okay, here we go. Wait, go back up. Oh, so we just start. Be a spark, not a rule. The way he kind of transitions into it. Which I got that right away, so I don't think you really need that. I don't think you even need this either. I don't use it at all. I mean, this is just like kind of just nonsense. Yeah. Yes, I like this so much. See, I would use it so much more. How do I select everything? I have to figure out. I think the challenge I'm having is I don't want to just have like a straight white one. I do want it to be like olive or something like that. How do I select? Let me see if because this looks pretty good. This part is a little small, but I think people will be able to see it once. It's like, can this be bigger? No, it's too small now. It's not mean like that. It needs to be bigger. And that's it. Besides that, hmm. Or just come up with like better. I can think of it. It's really like concerning. This is tough. Yeah, I think that's probably the biggest. Whoa. What is this? I'm just checking it. How do you reward yourself when you stay consistent? Interesting. Okay, so we're starting at page 31. Okay. I'll call that a day. So this is 10 already. But yeah, it's a lot. It is a lot, yeah. That was hard. All right. So I'll end this stream, and then we will start next time with the productivity playbook.